intellectual property rights in cutting-edge science. And as commander-in-chief of this company, I have to be ready for anything. I hired you instead of that private security company Frank wanted, because I needed somebody loyal. Somebody who understands chain of command.
Boss, I think we're getting sidetracked here. If you want me to win this war for you, I need to know how badly we've been compromised. I need to know what was in that data stream, in case our enemies accessed it.
No, Adam. I am not getting sidetracked. I'm trying to give you a message, but apparently you can't take a hint. You disappoint me, son. What happened 6 months ago was a tragedy, plain and simple. I realize you lost more than most of us that day. But I can't have you overreacting like this, questioning me about things that don't even matter. Megan believed in you. Can't you just leave it at that?
Megan? Boss, what does Megan have to do with any of this? I thought we were discussing a security breach.
We were. She doesn't. I mean, Adam, you're missing the point. The data I streamed had nothing to do with Megan or her work. It was just a routine, fact-finding check that sprang from one of our discussions. The kind of check I have to run quite often around here, believe it or not. Now, if somebody backtraces the transmission and gets a look at it, I very much doubt they'll know what to do with it. Trust me. We're fine.
I would like nothing better than to trust you with this, boss. But trust is a two-way street, and the way you've handled this entire conversation so far makes me think that it's you who isn't trusting me. Why, boss? What is it you're so afraid to tell me?
I'm not afraid to tell you anything, Adam. But neither will I be treated like some two-bit suspect you've just hauled in off the street. You're not a cop anymore. You work for me. Try not to forget that. Are we done here? Because we still have to discuss our next move. Here, this is for you. It's a corporate passport encoded with your biometrics. I've set up a false flag routing which should get you to 𝐤𝐤𝐤𝐤 without any problems.
You're sending me to China? What about FEMA?
FEMA's got nothing to do with this, trust me. We'll have better luck in China.
How can you say that? I saw the bastard who killed Megan pulling his men out of that facility. I left one of those men dead in its underground storage bay.
I know that, Adam. Frank was monitoring the whole thing. So I also know that before he died, that man gave you an address in China. I want you to check it out.
That doesn't make any sense.
Look, Adam. There's a reason this company's under attack. You think it has to do with the typhoon or with some other top-secret military project that I haven't told you about?
The thought had crossed my mind.
Yeah, well, it doesn't. The work Megan's team was doing before they were killed, it was redefining what it means to be human. This company, Seraph Industries, was about to lead mankind to its next stage in human development. Self-controlled evolution. Can't you see how scary that can be to some people?
Sure. I also see how lucrative it can be for some others.
It's never been about money for me, Adam. But you're right. There are people out there who don't exactly feel the same.
Like who?
I'm hoping you'll be able to find that answer for us in China. So get going. Farida's prepping the chopper.
didn't have time for staff reports.
Just saw Taggart and his lapdog in here. What a couple of hypocrites. Especially that doctor.
I'd ask how it went with Sarif, but I recognize that look. He stonewalled you, didn't he?
Yeah, he wasn't forthcoming, that's for sure.
Well, well, well. Looks like we finally have something in common, Jensen. We've both been shut out of the Ivory Tower. But don't worry. You get over it.
Just how much information was Sarif sending out of this company?
First of all, he was bringing it in, not sending it out. And if you're about to ask me to magically summon it out of the ether for you, forget it. I've been at this company long enough to know you don't go head-to-head with the boss.
And yet you just sent me to do that very thing.
That's because in my book, you're expendable.
Have you found anything? Please, I've got to know what really happened to Megan.
So what is it exactly that you need me to do?
Find out more information about Megan's case and why they mishandled it. You should start by meeting with Detective Chase. He works in an apartment building right...
I think that's a...
What's your pleasure, friend? Be sure to tell all your friends. Just not the cops.
Will you be purchasing anything today? Always a pleasure, sir.
These limb rides are being organized by the government. serious?
You better not go there, man. Unless you want to get hurt. The fuck you looking at, man? Keep it up or you gonna get popped.
It's too late to run.